Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be unboxing my August Boxycharm subscription box. Before we get into the unboxing, I just wanted to share with you guys that I got some exciting news. For those of you who saw my Karina Kouture handbag unboxing video, the brand reached out to me and wanted to let me know that I have a coupon code that I can share with you guys. So if you are interested in getting a handbag, some accessories, or clothing through the site, you can go ahead and use the code Andrea15 to get yourself 15% off of your purchase. So I will go ahead and link all of that in the description box down below so that you have that information. I'll also link my unboxing video so you guys can see my first purchase from the brand. But like I said, today we are unboxing my August Boxycharm, and I'm going to be putting the products to the test on camera for you guys so you can see how they actually work. So if you're interested in seeing what I got and how they perform, then just keep watching. Okay, so I have just my makeup primer on right now. Other than that, I have a bare face. So we're gonna go ahead and jump in and use the first product. So of course we get our little guide here that tells us what is in the box and how much it retails for. So I'll go through that as we make our way through unboxing. And then I got a Born This Way matte foundation. So I'll tell you the story about that in a minute. But the first thing we are going to use, which I have never seen this, it's called Mud Masky Specialized Series Blue Light Protection Mask. So this is what it looks like. It's a 2 fluid ounce bottle. So it says to just put a thin layer on at the beginning of the day, and you can put it on underneath your makeup. Oh, that just went flying. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this out. So this is what it looks like. It's just a thin white formula. It kind of feels like sunscreen, honestly. So hopefully this doesn't mess up my primer. And I'm not really gonna be looking at a computer screen or anything a lot today, but we're just gonna basically see how this layers. I don't think you'd be able to tell anyway if it's working, but it claims to help shield harmful high energy visible blue light from laptop, tablet, smartphone, television, LED light, and computer screen. So, okay, so we'll try to protect our skin. That's great. Doesn't really have a scent. It was easy to apply and blend it out just fine. Gives me a little bit of like a dewiness, so I don't hate that. But yeah, let's move on to the next thing, which is super exciting. So this is the Too Faced Born This Way Matte 24-hour undetectable super long wear foundation. So I actually have the regular Born This Way foundation, and I was concerned about the color. I think right now it might be slightly light, so I brought a darker shade to mix in with, but they sent me the shade Pearl, which is the same shade I have in this. So that was pretty accurate for them to guess that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pump a little bit of this on my palette. It might be okay. Let's just try. It's slightly light. Yeah, I'm gonna mix a little bit darker in. So I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of my It Cosmetics in light and just add like half a pump just to darken it up a little bit. Mix that in there. It also makes it slightly less golden, which is good. So we'll go ahead and blend this out. But so I'm someone who always does like the unboxings for Boxycharm, and always post them on my channel. And it's kind of cool because I got recognized for that, and they sent me an email before they sent this box out and said, congratulations, we've noticed that you've been engaged in our Boxycharm community, and basically have like been tagging them and stuff. So we're going to be giving you a Too Faced Born This Way foundation to try out in your Boxycharm this month. And I was like, what? Sweet. So I'm always all for that because this foundation, let's see, I think it's like $42. Actually, it's not listed on here because it's not a part of the normal box. So I'll go ahead and look it up though and let you know. But this is the matte one, but I think it would be the same price as the regular one, and I believe it's around the $40 price range. But so I will say this doesn't seem super matte going on. It actually seems quite dewy, which I guess I mixed the CC cream in with it as well, which the CC cream is quite dewy, but I only put a little bit in there. But it's giving me pretty good coverage. The normal formula is medium to buildable, so I feel like that's kind of what this is. It's not full coverage, but the more I add, the more I get a little more coverage to it. So I think it looks pretty good. Let's see here. Make sure I get all my edges blended out. But yeah, that gave me pretty good coverage. So I'm down with that, but I am like glowy. So I don't know if this is gonna dry down matte or what, but if it doesn't, I wouldn't hate it. But yeah, I'm definitely not gonna test this for 24 hours, but we'll see how it wears throughout the day. But like even on the palette, like it looks quite dewy on there, so I don't know, we'll see. Okay, so the next item in the Boxycharm is the Born This Way Super Coverage Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. So this has been on my list to try for quite a while. So I was super excited when I found out that it was going to be in this month's box because you got to pick your shade, so I knew it was coming. And then obviously getting that bonus foundation is awesome too. So this is also in the shade Pearl. And this has like big packaging. So let's go ahead. I don't know that this is really gonna highlight much under my eyes, but it can help give me a little more coverage where I need it in this like T-zone area. So. And they call this multi-use sculpting concealer because they have a wide range of shades. So you can actually buy this in a deeper shade than your skin tone and use it as a liquid bronzer. So I will see how I feel about this, but I like the idea of liquid bronzer. Normally I use a cream bronzer, so I'm definitely on board with that. So we'll see how I like this formula once I use it for a little bit, but it's blending out very nicely. Not having any blending issues, doesn't feel too thick. And by the way, this is a nude colored beauty blender, so it's really not as dirty as you may think it is. I just feel like I have to say that. But I am planning to wash all my brushes and everything this weekend, so I'm dreading it, but it's been way too long, so it needs to be done. Okay, so that blended out nicely. I feel like it is starting to like self-set a little bit, but it's not drying. But yeah, this looks pretty good. This is pretty good coverage. It's not full coverage, but I would say that built up to full coverage. So I think it looks pretty good. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish my face because the next thing that we have isn't until eyes. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my face off camera, and then we'll continue to the next thing in the box. Okay, you guys, I've finished my face. Everything layered on top of it really nicely, and it still looks like kind of glowy. Like obviously I put highlight on like here, but like the center of my forehead is still pretty glowy. I was a little bit nervous with the matte formula of the foundation because I have dry skin, so I don't normally gravitate towards the matte, but it's a very comfortable matte right now. It doesn't feel drying or anything like that, and I don't look flat. So that's nice. And I feel like my skin looks really good right now. Like I feel like I could just throw a lip and like mascara on and call it good and have my skin be my focus. But we're gonna keep going. Okay, so the next thing in the box is, let's see, here it is. This is Thank Me Later Eyeshadow Primer by Elizabeth Mott. Here it is. So let's go ahead. It says put this on, wait for it to dry, use your favorite eyeshadow to showcase a long-wearing creaseless look. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I'm not a big eyeshadow primer person, so we'll see how this goes. I obviously won't be like comparing it to another brand or anything. And I mistakenly put concealer on my eyelid because I forgot this was in the box, but I didn't set it down and I tried to kind of blend it out a little bit. So I'm just gonna swipe that on and then dab this a little bit. Do the same thing on this lid. I'll just dab. Okay, and then we'll let that dry for a little bit. It's still quite tacky. So the next thing in the box is this guy. This is Butter London Teddy Boy 9-piece eyeshadow palette. So I've only ever tried nail polish by the brand Butter London. I'm pretty sure that's the only thing I've tried from the brand. So I've never tried their makeup. So this is what it looks like. I did use this the other day and it was nice, but here's what it looks like on the inside. So it's like a cool tone eyeshadow palette. They have a couple shimmers in here. They have like a periwinkle color, which is really pretty, but I'm probably not going to dab into that today. Going for more of like a daytime natural looking look, which it's not going to look natural looking, but that's what we're trying to go for a little more today. So let's see. Oh yeah, this dries. So this dries pretty quickly. It's still a little tacky, but that dried pretty quickly. So I'm gonna just go ahead and get started. So I'm gonna take a nice fluffy brush and I'm gonna pick up this shade called Nigel. And we're just going to use that to kind of set things down. Do so more in the upper crease and brow bone area, and then just a light swipe across the bottom there. Okay, so that's kind of more like skin color, what we're working with right now, so you can't really see the color payoff on that, but that's okay. So now I'm going to go in with this top shade called Simon. This is like the taupey transition shade. We're going to focus this in the upper crease area. So it's not crazy color payoff. It's very subtle, but you can see it. So it's building up nicely. Okay, so that's what that looks like. Okay, so now I'm going to switch brushes and go in with more of like a fluffy shader brush, and we're gonna lightly pick up this bottom shade called Graham. And I'm gonna like lightly tap it in and then tap off the excess. I'm gonna focus this more on the outer corner and then in the crease. So you can see that build up there. So like I said, it's not super pigmented, which is nice because you're not gonna go in with like too heavy of a hand. You can build the color up. But I think to get like this dark of a shade, you would have to like wet your brush. Or just keep packing and packing it on. But yeah, we're going for a daytime look, so I think we're gonna stop building it up at this point. We don't want it to be too dark. I'm just gonna take what's left on my brush and just blend that in the crease, just to give it a little more definition. And then I'm gonna go in with a shimmer. And I think I'm going to use the center shade Billy right here. It's kind of like a taupey mid-tone brown. It looks like it has silver and brown flecks in it. So let's go ahead and see how, actually I'm going to use my finger to start. Yeah. Oh, it's pretty good shimmer payoff. It's not like a crazy metallic color, but it's a nice shimmer. And it's blending easily, easy to pick up. Yeah, you can definitely see like the silver reflex in it. Okay, I'm gonna go in with a small shader brush, pick up some more of that shade Billy, and just kind of define this a little bit better on the inner half of my eye. And then just kind of make my lid look a little bit bigger. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Let's see. Now we'll go ahead and move on to the lower lash line. I think I'm just gonna pick up more of that Simon color. That's that transition shade we used. Swipe that on my lower lash line with a pencil brush. And then I'll pick up a little bit of that Graham shade, that dark brown. Just focus that on the outer corner. Very outer corner. Okay, looks pretty good. There is a little bit of fallout, but not bad. I'm just taking a clean eyeshadow brush and just gonna wipe that away. I did do a lot of tapping in the palette before I went on. There is a decent amount of kickback, but nothing crazy. So, yeah. I like this palette. It's not like anything I think I would run out and buy for myself, just because I'm probably not going to use all of these shades. But it's a nice palette, and I feel like it's a good cool tone palette for people who don't want like crazy intense color, but something that's still gonna give you decent color payoff, easy to work with, so you don't have to worry about going in with too heavy of a hand. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish my eyes and brows off, and then we'll come back for the last product in the box. Okay, you guys, I went ahead and finished off my eyes. I think they look really good. I did go ahead and put a lip liner on in preparation for our last item of the box. The box got a little bit smushed, but this is the Clarins 01 Velvet Lip Perfector in, I'm guessing 01 is the color. So this says, okay. Velvet matte color, hold, blur effect, and smooth lips, ultra light, creamy texture, extreme comfort. So I have been using this, and I really like it. I think this is really nice to have right now when we're all wearing masks, but then we might be like taking them off and want to have a lip product on underneath. So this is what it looks like. Oh, and it's a screw off lid, and then it's just one of those like squeeze to get it out. And then we'll just put some of this on. And this is such a good color. It's like nothing crazy, and it's like kind of close to my natural lip color. So here it is. And then my natural lip color is right there below the lip liner. So it's super nice. You don't have to be too precise with it because, well, I don't, because it's super close to my natural lip color, but just glides on so easily and dries down, but not too matte. It's very much a comfort matte, but this is what it looks like. So good. Okay, so I totaled everything up and I looked up the cost of that foundation. That foundation retails for $40. And then the box everything we got in it, the total is $157 plus the $40 for the foundation. So we're at almost $200 for the box. So that is crazy. I think my favorite thing in the box might be the lip product, which is kind of crazy. And then I really like the foundation and concealer combination. I think this looks so good today. Like, I need to go like everywhere, even though people won't be able to see it. I don't know, maybe I'll just take some pictures or something. But it looks really good. So I think all in all, this was a really good box this month. I don't know how often I'll use this blue light protection mask, but maybe I'll try it out. I mean, everything layered nicely on top of it, so that's good. And then the eyeshadow primer, I don't know, I think it's personally just a step that I don't really need to do, so I might give this to someone. And then I'll probably hang on to the eyeshadow palette for a little bit and get some good use out of that. But that's all I had for this week's video. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one.